All right, y'all. This is going to be the last one. It's this is a very interesting movie. Okay. Let's see. It says, I am in an 18-month relationship with an amazing guy, but something keeps bugging me, his ex. The girl he was dating before me for 6 months wasn't a really relationship, more and have ex and hang out relationship. Okay, that was like friends with benefits or something. Is everything you want your boyfriend's ex to be. Girl, I don't know. She is funny, social, popular, and beautiful. The fact that he keeps in touch with her hurts me. He texts her every once in a while, talks to her at parties, and it makes me jealous and insecure. I talked about him. I talked to him about it, and he says there's nothing to worry about. Of course, he's gonna. I'm sorry, I'm gonna remain impartial until the end. It says, yeah, uh-huh. The next time we saw her, he ignored her for my sake, but I heard later on that he apologized to her about ignoring her and said he would never do it again and that I wouldn't change that. Also, he wanted to keep, what he wanted to keep? Wait a minute, what he wanted to keep? Oh, he wanted to keep their conversations a secret because he didn't want me to know because it would be unfair to me. I love him so much, but why does he feel the need to keep in touch? Oh, because they were friends with benefits. He left the door open, the back door that I always be talking about open. So whenever he can get a chance to dip back over there in the benefits, that's why she's still his friend. So he can keep getting the benefits. It says, I am not against commandment. Oh, I'm sorry. Get it together. I am not against commitments and have had proper relationships, but because of how my life is at the moment, I felt that a casual relationship would suit me. I am very busy and have a lot of responsibilities. So I connected with someone on a dating website who apparently wants the same thing as me, and we started seeing each other. He was pressuring me to do things I wasn't comfortable with, so I stopped contacting for a while, but didn't stay. Oh, okay. The ex was hot, and in spite of the discomfort, so I went back to him. Wait, it says, he says, okay. It says, so I went back to him. He says he wants me to do things to prove I want him, and he asked me to meet up on a certain day, and if I can, he seems to get annoyed and won't meet on an alternative suggested by me. I wish I didn't have this feeling of needing him. What do you want me to do? I feel like I don't know if some of y'all right to brag. I don't know if some of y'all right just to say, hey, I want somebody else to know. Um, I don't know if you need help. Um, I'm confused because shouldn't be discomfortable. I told y'all I like making up words. Yes, I said discomfortable. Um, no ma'am. Why do you can have the kink, right? I'm not here to yuck nobody's yum now, that's not what I do now. Now, but if he's first of all, stop meeting these men on these dating sites, girl. Like, nah, man, like it's some cray craze out there. But nah, man, I'm gonna say stop. Please stop. Please stop. Dahmer just released not too long. I'm gonna need you to stop. It shouldn't be discomfortable. It should be enjoyable. That's why we don't have the casual X. That's why it's not meant to just be casual. He, he's girl run. Okay. This the next one. Okay. It says, I am in my late 30s, divorced with two children. I am independent, on my own home, car, and pay all of my bills alone. I'm professional and have a great career. My boyfriend and I have been seeing each other for 2 years now. He also has two children of his own that he supports. He's wonderful. He's helped me with my kids and in the house, and overall is always working on our relationship to make it better. That was hello out for no reason. Da 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 da. Alrighty. Okay, I trust him. I know he loves and cares for me tremendously. The issue is that he doesn't make a lot of money. He works hard and lots over time, but in his career path, excuse me, he will never make a high salary. How you, girl, what you do? Y'all, excuse me. Okay, he will never make a high salary. That is what he chooses is comfortable there. I have encouraged him to go to school and do more for himself, but he is comfortable basically being broke. In the last few months, he's been living with me. He helps me out a lot. He always giving me money for groceries, but it's not a lot. I think we should split the bills or at least close to it. My household bills are 3 grand a month, and I'm lucky to see $300 to $400 from him a month from him. I don't feel like this is fair and it bothers me. When I talk to him about it, he says he's been working hard and trying for more overtime to give me more, and he wants to give me more, and I know he just can't do it. In addition, since he does have a lot, we usually since he doesn't have a lot, we usually can go places like vacations, still the weekend trips, etc. The plan trips myself and go places with my kids and family, so I don't feel like I'm losing out on things and I have come accustomed to, but he can't. So her and the girls go on do stuff together and whatever. It says there are so many things that are perfect in our relationship, but money is a big issue for me. He wants to get married and I don't because if so, then he can have half of my house that I work long and hard to get after my divorce. What do you think is money the big deal to break up in this relationship? First of all, you wrote all of this and then you're gonna say it's a big deal for you. Like it, like okay. Say you wrote me, and it wasn't no big deal for me. I would tell you from my experience, nah, it ain't no big deal. However, if it's a big deal for you, it's a big deal for you. It don't, girl. Like if you, why would you listen to me and it be miserable? That's only if I was gonna tell you it ain't no big deal. But me, I'm saying it's a big deal. The reason why I feel like it's a big deal, right, is because he's complacent where he's at. That's why. Second, why you move him in? Why you move him in? Why you move him in? And he got two kids. Like he probably got all money because of child support. You see what I'm saying? So if he's working, he already makes less than you, and he has two kids. He ain't got no money, girl. He is a broke. And then for him not to be trying to fix himself and elevate himself, that's where the problem is gonna lie. It ain't even the fact that he make less than you because he can always elevate himself if he has goals and he's showing that he's working towards them. He is working towards them. But no, man, you setting yourself up to be the all right, y'all. We waiting for the next one. Okay. It says I met a wonderful man after years of jerks. He's mature and successful. Our chemistry is magnetic, and we had a strong physical and mental attraction. He bragged about me being a good catch. He always mentioned how intelligent and attractive I was. The problem is that I was dishonest about my age. We dated for 3 months before he found out I was 9 years older than I said I was. I'm 39. Now that he found out that I deceived him about my age, he refuses to talk to me. He says that he needs space to think about everything. It's been 2 weeks and I've only received one text from him stating that there was a lot going on through his head and he needed time to get his thoughts together. I'm scared I messed up a wonderful relationship. I'm not sure if he's ever going to speak to me again. I love him and express my deepest feelings on the matter, and I've explained why I've lied about my age. What should I do? What advice do you have for me? Okay, so this is what the problem is. Look with me here. That's a big difference in women years between 30 and 39, especially if people want kids. And you shouldn't have lied that hard. Now it's cute that you got away with it now, girl, because you must be looking by 30 if he believed you. So my thing is that give him his time. He's probably reconsidering the whole thing because he probably wants kids and he thinking that it's gonna be rushing him now and he's trying to decide whether or not going through with it is gonna be worth it. You get what I'm saying? So that was your bad. So the next thing I feel like you should while he makes his decision, I suggest you um keep your options open, right? Keep your options open and don't lie so hard. Don't lie that hard. At least go over 35. You get what I'm saying? So they can at least know if that's what you're trying to do. But yeah, it's just the age thing and he probably won't kids. That's probably why he debating whether or not he want to go through it. But it's a learning lesson. Hey y'all, I'm here for my unsolicited advice again. I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna do these tomorrow. Can't promise that. But we gonna go ahead and try to knock out a few tonight. Um, the movie I'm currently watching now is Blonde. The fictional Marilyn Monroe movie that came out. It's good. I mean, I'm glad it's a fictional. That's all I got to say. And so yes, I hope everybody has had a great Friday and are gonna have a good week. Let's knock this October on out. Okay, it says we have been married 20 we have been married 20. That's how she wrote it. It says even though we're both only 41, my husband needs Viagra. Recently, he ordered 24 of these pills, and even though we have only used about five of them together, after 3 months, there are only three of them left. Apparently, he is using them for himself. I don't even know how to react to that. I don't. I know men take care of themselves quite regularly, but this is really beginning to bother me. Does he have a problem? The problem was the ED. That was the problem. The problem ain't first off. I think he might be. See, think about it like this. So, if he knew he needed Viagra, and that's would be so depressing to not be able to stand that attention if I was a guy. You understand what I'm saying? So when he got that old thing back, you might as well say he got excited. However, 24 minus 5, and you got 3 left. He's either been a busy boy or he's been taking his new thing for a test drive without you, with somebody else. I'm not saying that's what he doing, but I'm just saying, why don't you tell him, let you hold on to the pills? Let you hold on to the pills. Because you gonna know before him when you want to do it. So just if you feel like this gonna be a night I want to do it, then I give a pill. But you hold on to the pills and see what happens there. Cause girl, he just happy. He just happy. Hey, this is the last one. I am going to watch Alice. I saw Alice before, but I'm going to watch Alice again because I love me some Kiki Palmer. So we're just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna read this last one, y'all. This is what we're gonna do. It says, I live with my boyfriend of 5 years. We have raised my 4-year-old daughter from an affair. and are about to have a child of our own. I am 7 months pregnant, but when I was 5 months along, I cheated. He found out through an email conversation between myself and the man I had an affair with. I'm ashamed and flooded with guilt. We fought for 2 days, and he doesn't say I love you anymore. There is hardly any passion, and he keeps saying he doesn't know if he can trust me again. I cheated because we got into swinging with other girls. Guys were not allowed per him. Also, he started playing video games and spent more time on them than with me. I begged for attention, and he begged me to play with him. So he wanted her to play games. All right. So it says, I was so frustrated that I looked elsewhere. I really wish I hadn't. Now he has been thinking of inviting a girl over while I'm home and possibly having me stay in another room while he has sex with her in our bed. He said that would be his way of getting revenge. I have tried to do everything right since I cheated. I deleted my emails. I let him look through my emails, phone, and Facebook. I want things to be back the way they were before. I want to hear him say I love you again. I want the passion back. I want the trust back. I want to go one day without crying. I am so determined to fix it, but he acts as if he doesn't want to. Girl, 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 girl. This is not what we do. It's not what we doing. It's not what we're doing. I'm gonna run it back to you, and you try to make it make sense to me. Nah, is it go both ways? Men's be doing stuff, and the women's be doing stuff. And in this case, girl, you is all the way wrong. How you gonna start out with your boyfriend of 5 years? Okay, first strike. Um, we raised my 4 year old daughter from an affair. Second strike. Okay, we're about to have a child of our own. I am 7 months pregnant, but when you was 5 months along, you cheated. First of all, I ain't gonna say the child is a strike, but y'all wasn't even cool. Like, what would you do that? Eh. Okay, he find out because you ain't tell him he finds out. So not only did he forgive you kind of, well, ish, through the 4 year old affair, you gonna turn around, get pregnant with his baby, and then sleep with somebody else. This is disappointing. We not done. Okay, so after this, right, and he finds out now he doesn't. I'm telling you, this is unforgivable. He don't. There's not enough revenge in the world. He does not love you anymore. That's just what that is, y'all. I'm already seeing co-parenting in y'all future if he don't automatically try to take custody of the baby because you clearly moving wrong. Okay, bam. So then y'all got in the swinging with other girls. That was acceptable, but not me. All right. So then he started playing video games and stuff because he couldn't get his way, and because you didn't sign up for it, manipulation. Both of y'all. So much to unpack in this little bitty letter. I'm not done with you. I'm not done with him either. So you felt like because you wasn't getting enough attention from him, you was like, I'm gonna get it from somebody else and cheat while you're pregnant with this man's baby after he's forgiving you for an affair with another baby that is not his. Now he's going to question if this baby that you're pregnant with is even his because you're busting it open and I'm not judging, not judging, not judging. Just telling you what it looks like to him. He's gone. He just co-parent with him. If that's his baby at this point, do take it the wrong way. If that's what it is, ain't no coming back from this, girl. There's no coming back from this. Co-parent and move on. I promise y'all, when I be giving my opinion about stuff, sometimes I don't want it to come off as harsh. However, some people, a lot of people, cannot handle the truth. And I'd rather give it to you straight, no chaser, because some of y'all be acting like, no, he didn't say or she didn't say directly, this is what is going on. So I'm telling y'all right now, I give it to you like, hey, I get your feelings is involved, but some people need to hear it straight up because some people be scared to tell people stuff. Just like y'all will sit up there and let y'all girlfriends or homeboys wear these tacky ass outfits, and y'all sit up there like, yeah, slay and all of this, and knowing they need to take that shit off. Y'all ain't real friends. Y'all will sit up there and let somebody embarrass themselves in public and all on these social media streets just to like you. It's the difference between uplifting and lying. All right, back to the next one. All right. It says, I've been married for 10 years, and then the last four, my husband stopped having sex or any type of intimacy, and now we sleep in separate bedrooms. I love him, but I fear that part of our life is over. He is the one who is no longer interested, and he is ED. Oh, I feel so cheated out of a healthy ex life. It says, recently I ran into a male friend is in the exact same situation who like to pursue an ex only relationship. I am torn. I don't know what to do. Ooh, I don't know what to do. I don't want to deceive my husband, and I have openly told him I am craving ex. Any advice out here? I've never cheated, and I never imagined my marriage being like this. Sign normal ex in my marriage. Ooh, okay. You want the real talk? Okay. Personally, I know they say, look, whew, that's a hard one. No pun intended, but I mean, that's what you're looking for. But, girl, he can't, what they say, whatever you can't do with the hips, you do with the lips, or whatever the old man saying. Look, what his mouth ain't broken, just like he trying to insinuate, like, his mouth ain't broken, girl. And I get it. He's thinking, hey, if I do all this work for you, I'm not getting any benefit from it. But if he really loves you, satisfying you should be his goal too. I know it's some herbs out there. Ain't some herbs out there we can help him with? All jokes. Nah, I'm a lie. I'm a whole lie. All jokes aside. I'm gonna come up with okay, I like making light of situations, but you've only been married for 10 years and you're suffering through this. I am going to say y'all gonna need to spice it up. They got um ways and other alternatives y'all could try to spice it up. But if he's going to be like, okay, I'm not getting anything out of it by trying to please you over his situation, I'm not saying cheat. I'm just saying it's a theme going on by divorcing for irreconcilable differences. So you met the 10-year mark. So I say choose happiness. All right, y'all ready for the next one? I'm ready for the next one. Let's see. It says, I've been with my boyfriend over 13 years. Recently, he left and he said he didn't know if he wanted to be with me anymore. A few weeks passed, and I said, I want to be together in any way we can. And he said, I want to take it slow and be together eventually. I don't really understand what take it slow, which I've been doing for the past 13 years. He hasn't lived at home for 2 months now. Although he hasn't taken any of his things, he have a kid. We have a kid who misses him dearly. When I say I love you, he doesn't answer back. It's pitiful, and I feel like I don't know where I stand. I'm in so much pain. He's also changed a lot. His personality and his appearance. He seems to act young and selfish. It's like he's having a midlife crisis or wants to be young again and single. He hasn't really spent a good amount of time with this child in the last year. What do I do to fix it? He has been under a lot of stress. He has a lot of financial problems and other problems with no employment right now. How do I handle this so we can get back together? And he be like, before, how do I go slow? Get how he go, baby? He is gone. Okay, so boom, he's gone. I'm gonna just come here, oh, ting ting, come here. He's gone. You wasted 13 years being a girlfriend. I'm gonna tell you that. He hasn't been at home. He has a lot of financial problems and other problems and no employment right now. You want him back right now? He hasn't spent time with the baby in over a year. And you want him back right now? Girl, this is his way of not being the bad guy. Well, okay, this is what he gonna do. He gonna mess up bad enough to where you gonna eventually just leave and cut your losses and go. So he's gonna continue doing what he's doing until you wake up and you just get some self respect and self esteem, and you just go ahead and let that go. I know it's 13 years. I know it's been 13 years. I know this. So he rather take his chances with not having a relationship with his child and to possibly get put on child support. He has no employment or nothing. You get what I'm saying? So the new clothes and everything. Oh, he got his groove back. He trying to attract somebody else that he wants because he does not want this situation anymore. So what I suggest you do is go ahead. He left for he's been gone for 2 months. 2 months. He got a whole family somewhere else, girl. In 2 months, a dude could come up with a whole family in 2 months. So I'm gonna need you to just go ahead and just realize take the steps to go ahead and put him on possible child support. Maybe they can get him for his last job or something, and go ahead and try to make plans on co parenting and preparing to be a single mom. All right, y'all, we're ready for number two. Let's see what we got here. Okay, it says, y'all, got Christian. It says, I was dating this guy about a year ago. We dated briefly, then sort of became friends with benefit. How you sort? Shut up. It says, the last time I saw him, he said something so outrageously hurtful. I just left, determined not to have contact with him anymore. Sneaky link time. Okay, gotcha. It says a few days later, I changed my number for reasons unrelated to him, but took it as an opportunity to have a clean break. But during the course of a year, a lot happened. I saw him at a party and agreed to exchange numbers. I made it clear that I only wanted a friendship because I was being cautious, but admittedly, I was interested in more. Why you lying? He claimed that being just friends was something he thought he could do. I admit I hoped I meant something was about to happen. Fast forward. Fast forward about 3 months and nothing has happened except he sends me mixed signals. I do really care about the guy and I keep thinking about how love is supposed to be patient and about giving rather than getting. Then I'm jerked back into to reality and I figure he probably doesn't mean any of the good he says and I just want him away from me. How do I get away Oh, how do I get him to totally away and keep away myself? I'm weak and I need someone to jolt, and shake some sense into me. Okay, so this would be funny to me. This would be so funny to me. Is that a lot of women be like, he just keep messaging me. He won't leave me alone. It must be something about me that he That is delusion talking. That's you leaving the door open for him to possibly come back, and then you ended up with a sneaker link, or you end up with a friends with benefits. This is what I want you to know, lady. You said you dated a guy about a year ago. We dated briefly, then sort of became friends with benefits. That's all he saw you as. somebody to come back and kick it with. He tried to use reverse psychology on you by sitting up there telling you, I really want something, because in your mind you're thinking, ooh, he really wants something. Let me try to build something with him. That ain't what he wanted. He wanted to see if he could get back in your back door, come through and become your sneaky link, because you taking your time. He was like, well, when she get ready, then I'ma be ready. But until then, I'ma be sneaking linking with somebody else. That's what happened. Let it go. Move on to the next. Hello, welcome back to my unsolicited advice. I watched the movie Smile. I'm not going to give any spoilers or anything. I'm watching Planet of the Apes right now. So let's go ahead and get this sorted. Okay. It says his ex-wife haunts me. It's gonna be good. Okay, it says my boyfriend of almost a year is just about divorce. He is waiting for the judge to finalize the decree. As we have become closer, he has opened up about his past relationship with his wife. They were together 8 years. He describes her as an alcoholic who turned into a nasty, violent person when she's drunk and always wants to be with her friends, acting like she's a teenager. All right, she suddenly lost interest in their marriage and started doing her own thing. And okay, okay. It says, and oh, and he even thought she might have been seeing someone. He finally had enough and moved out. The way he talked about it, I can tell he really loved her and was very heartbroken. Now, everything he says is negative. When I asked him if he still had feelings for her, he said it's like having a loved one die. It gets easier as time goes by. Will he ever be able to let her go? If we continue with our relationship, I want to be the one that he wants to be with and love. And if she were to ever change and get her act together, that she wouldn't even be a thought to him. Is that possible? Will he ever let go of his ex? First of all, he ain't even divorced, girl. You were the side chick for a year, technically. Okay. Even though I know they waiting on the finalizations. However, him jumping into something with you while still having something open with her was a horrible idea. The reason why you're having those thoughts is because you jumped in a situation with a person that did not close a chapter for somebody else. So I'm gonna be honest with you. It's we all think we all we all think we could be that person that comes in and it turns out so good for us when he's describing how bad his um ex-wife is, and we think we're gonna be the one that got him. However, that is not majority. I know it can happen. A lot of stuff can happen, but majority of the time, that's not how that happens. You are going to wonder if that's what you're gonna be wondering the whole time. So my suggestion is he needs some time to heal before you can even consider anything y'all do as going to be stable, because y'all starting off on shaky and rocky ground. So your foundation ain't solid, so your relationship ain't gonna be solid. So good luck with whatever you this I know you ain't gonna listen. You gonna stay with this man, and then you're gonna be writing back and be talking about how he's not what you thought he was. Do what you do.